about Facebook, for example. And one of the things that, I've done a lot of interviewing with the government as well as Sarah has. And whenever we interview someone, we'll look at them first and we'll do a Google search on them. So if I see a young lady on a February recess, and I know she's just turned 18, and she's got a beer in her hand and she's in Aruba, well, think about that. I worked for the government for years. How in the world am I going to get this young lady security clearance? You know? And I'm not trying to say at 18 she couldn't have a beer, but if she's doing the hoochie-coochie, and she's, I got to ask yourself a question. Do you really want all that stuff on Facebook or wherever it is? Why embarrass yourself? And they don't think of what could happen. So that's why I say to them, also when you have your email address, lazytothebones.com, I always say think. And they looked at me and they go, well, does somebody actually use this stuff? I go, well, when you're 16 and you create this stuff, you don't care. But when you're 21, you care. That's when they start thinking about, oh, yeah. And I always tell them about, one of the questions I said, what do you think about having a tutor in school? Is that for the dumb kids or the smart kids? Oh, I haven't thought about that. And I tell them about the jobs over here at the lab. At the institute where I work, because I do a lot of work with the STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, outreach to the kids at the schools, K through 12. We do the outreach now for the laboratory because they can't keep up with it. So they gave us the jobs to pick up for the lab. They have 43 positions they're going to hire at $20 an hour for the summer. And they want the college kids. And right now we have 500 applications. We're going to hire 43 kids. And we will not get lower than 3.9 GPA. That's a true story. So when I said to the kids, do you think being a nerd is bad? You want a summer job at $20 an hour. Isn't that great? So I said, think about it in school. In order to get the 3.9s in college, you got to have good grades in school. I would say, go to a tutor. Tutors are free in school, or if you have to pay a little bit, or use your teachers. And they go, wow, I never thought about that. And these young girls, if their moms are their strongest role models, if mom didn't go to college, they never considered college. I said, well, what about your friends? Talk amongst yourself. Let's talk about scholarships. So we give them a whole lot of information, and we give them business cards, and we talk to them about things. We give them so much information, they're like brain dead when they leave us. And they didn't realize that all of us, all of you women, especially when they go to lunch and they talk to other women that are very much like us, and they hear all kinds of stuff from all of you guys, they are so impressed, and they just can't get over that the multiples of us that are talking are just all in the audience and sitting at lunch with them, and they go, wow, there's like an epidemic of you people out there. And I go, I know. And they go, you guys are really successful. And I go, yeah, and we want all of you people to be successful. And, when we do the reality store, we tell them to pick whether they're married, single, widowed, or divorced. And just pick it out of the hat. Once in a while I get a girl that says, I don't want to do that. And I go, okay, you can pick out whatever you want to be. She goes, well, I want to be single. That's fine. And then I said, okay, then pick out the number of kids. You randomly pick out of a hat. And she said, no, I'm not doing that either because I don't believe in it. I'm saving myself for marriage. Well, one girl behind her said, I'll pick. I've already had my first child. And she goes, oh, God. And she goes, don't you practice safe sex? She goes, yeah, I tried that once. It didn't work. So I said to them, I'm not the morality police. The only reason why we do this is so that we can go through this example that we have to do to come up with what's going to cost for housing, what's it going to cost for furniture, what's it going to cost for the various booths that you have to go through. like I said, I'm not the morality police, it's just you have to have this, you have to have the number of children, you have to have your marital status. And the kids teach themselves through this process. But I was surprised because then the girls talk among themselves. So I learn from the girls, and then we teach the girls the information that we have. And like I said, we try to go through this whole thing. We talk about behavior-based interviews. We try to tell them what's out there. You know, we bring out samples of interviews that are actual written interview questions that are out there, and the girls have never seen that, and they are very appreciative. And then we have people that come in and do workshops for them. So the girls have a great time. They really love it, and a lot of them come back a second and third time. So that's what we do. And you guys are all welcome to attend. And I appreciate when the girls come and have lunch with you guys and you welcome them in. So whenever we can do a workshop for you, let us know. And I'm thankful that the reality store is online and that the local chapters and the regions are doing them. So that's what it's all about. So I'll give it back to you.
Thank you.
Helen, will you be doing it at a fall board or?
Depends who, I think I don't see our president.
She does, I think you'll be doing it at some point next year.
Okay. If she asked me, she hasn't asked yet, but yeah, I don't mind. I will be going to Florida in October. Louis is still recovering. Thank you all for your well wishes. He's still recovering, but he wants to go back to Florida in October.
For the winter or just for?
For the winter. We will stay 6 months.
So you may not come back for the April board meeting?
I will be back in April, mid-April, something like that. So that's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I am all for the reality because you know that we modeled and we did the Jumpstart program and it's just great. I think we may be doing one for young people, Neil, now that, you know, maybe we could do one in our area. We're in trouble again, I know. We're always in trouble, right? Okay, how do we implement the program? Well, we need to pick a chair to promote the programs. And as I said before, you need to pick someone, thank you, we need to pick someone who is going to be enthusiastic to promote it, because if you don't have the passion, then you're not going to be able to promote it. And you saw how Helen's, her passion is and how she does it. So that relates to everyone that this is a great program. You know, we all have a gift. And it's not that Susie or Lila can't be a chair, but they have a gift in something else. So always look at your members' gifts, and if you have someone who has a gift that likes it and will be able to promote it, that's how this program and any other program will be successful. You know, they won't break the balloon, they'll promote it. Just like she said, I'm not going to break her balloon about being a movie star or an actress or an actor. You know, we can't do that. So, when we, the nuts and bolts, are like when we say to advise the career recognition, new careerist or political development, you help them. And let me tell you something. This is a fantastic mentoring. You get a member coming in, you're looking to promote. Why not ask them to be a candidate for one of these programs? You're going to mentor them all year, because whatever their issue is, you're going to be getting them ready for the speech, they're going to practice, they're going to, you know. So we use that all year to mentor the person to whatever program they're going to have. And naturally, you want to support them, and maybe you could bring them to a meeting, to this meeting, because it's only like overnight, and then they're ready for state. And they appreciate it, because by the time it comes to June, they don't feel so nervous. We have them practice in our local chapter and speak among their peers. So by the time they come, they feel comfortable. You know, I mean, I have someone that is part of our group, she even practiced in my sitting room. You know, you gotta, it's nice to make them feel that when they come, that they're going to be at ease, because it is nerve-wracking to stand up here and to do it, you know, and to speak in front of everybody. Like I said, all this is on the website, and Athena, career recognition, Kathleen Pernice's career recognition, new careerist is Linda Provo, thank you for the article. Political development is Mary Ellen, and you know youth leadership. I'm going to close with that. As I said before, call me, email me. Even if you don't think the person can be a candidate, we can make it work. We will make it work, right? And Amy's going, yes. You know, it's just about getting it out there. How about some questions? Anybody have questions?
When's the deadline?
May 1st. No question.
No, I'm trying to see you.
Okay. Like I said, everything, right, the PowerPoints, everything is online, all the nuts and bolts. I hope that it made it easier. If you have, yes, Joanne.
How many candidates can we send? Last year we were able to send one per chapter. Can we also do that this year, or is it just per region?
We can send as many as you want to. Right, because what happens is then they'll compete here. Because we don't have a region competition. So I know in our group we have two. We have two candidates, one for political and one for career recognition. We do not have a new careerist. And that's why we looked at it and felt that we may be limiting because of the 21 to 32. We're going to review it. But you still have time to promote it. And it's really a great, you know, a great program. I wanted to say something, of course I lost my, when you asked me something. But I hope, if anybody has something positive that you think that would help us for, you know, for the following year, I'd appreciate it. Because it seems like we're having a problem getting candidates, and I just want to know what we can do to make this go forward, you know, with the other chapters. So I would appreciate if you could email me. I know everybody's busy, you don't have to call me, but if you email me and let me know, or Amy, you know. Yes, Teresa.
I just want to reiterate what Gail said earlier. I mean, she's talking a lot about the new careers, career recognition, the political development. But this year, the Athena Society has decided, like Gail was telling everyone, to do a new program where state will be picking up 2 memberships for military women returning from service and stuff like that. If you have anybody that you know in the military that has returned, that you want to have become a member, state is offering 2 memberships out to them. It is a program that, you know, a whole big thing. You go on the website. I know it's on the website. Sign up for it, and we'll be awarding it at conference. You know, 2 memberships
And we have
out
forms.
there.
I printed out some forms for the, you know, for the candidate to fill out. Yes.
It says that they have to be a member of the state and
They could join in May, as long as before they come to conference, they need to be a member. Yes.
Okay, what experience have you had in the past with candidates who have participated and bottom line that after the program's over, they do not retain their membership?
So far, we've been lucky. We've had people. I don't know. I think the Staten Island chapter, is Susan Ryan still a member? Yes. So, and that's another way of increasing your membership, right? Susan Ryan is our group. They're still. I think the one from Bath is still a membership. I forget her name.
She's still a member.
Yeah, from the Bath region. She's still a member.
And there's no monetary award?
Yes, there is. The first prize is 500, then it's 300 and 200 from state.
It goes to the state winner?
To the winner. First prize, second prize, and third prize. Last year, we only had 2, and there was a tie, so we split it, 250 each.
Well, we used to be able to get 3 people participating, competing at the local level, and run all the way up to state. And we had, our club had 2 state winners. One went to national, all the way to national. But it seemed after that year, we could not attract people to join or to participate.
I believe it's your enthusiasm. Go back and tell them, oh my God, I heard this great program. It's wonderful. You can win money. I don't care what you tell them. Get them to come. Doesn't matter. You know, everybody's so worried you're going to say the wrong thing. You're not going to say the wrong thing. Because if you say your truth of what you believe, like she said, why are you a member? What are you getting out of it? It's your truth. Every one of you gets something different out of it. So you never can say the wrong thing. And if you do, so what? Amy's not going to kill you. What are we going to do? Yes?
Just in answer to that, what it is there's a big difference because when it was BPW, those levels existed. When we separated from them and we had to revise because we had products that were there, so it slowed the process down. And what we did was we transferred the money that used to go to traveling to state and made that cash prize at this level.
Any other questions? Thank you.